Starseed Saturday. My Reiki 2 is saving and uploading for YouTube at the moment, but I've already pulled some cards for Starseed Saturday, and the first one that came out was the Dolphin Consciousness. I'm actually using this deck that is the brand new deck, so I didn't shuffle it. I just broke them apart because I didn't want to mess it up, because I am going to put it out for sale, but cheaper than normal because it's here and opened. But Dolphin Consciousness, Twin Soul, Sound Healing, Joy. So I've been getting a lot of those messages. Yesterday I opened up some messages in Instagram that I don't normally get. Well, I don't check the messages all the time, but when I went in there was a lot of different messages from different people, and some people are sending me 8 or 9 or 10 over a period of time, and there was a whole bunch connected to this type of stuff, and a lot of synchronicities with it, a lot of messages coming in. I'm even noticing over here is that type of synchronicity, and somebody that I know had been messaging me other stuff on my text messages, and it was all tied together. I feel like it's all tied together, and it's the reminder to love yourself unconditionally and love others unconditionally, and not get so caught up in all of the things, and to realize if somebody in your reality has stuff going on that you consider to be a twin soul or a soulmate, or somebody that you have a strong soul connection with, and you perceive them to be toxic or having a lot of karma or having a lot of issues, you want to reflect and look at, where are my issues, where are my things, what's going on with me that's attracting these things into my reality, and put those boundaries up, release the guilt surrounding that, and say no to the things that aren't serving you, but maintain unconditional love too, and use sound healing to raise your vibration. Okay, use joy to raise your vibration, use the Dolphin Consciousness to raise your vibration and to feel better. You can call on their spirit to help you with doing this work and releasing any of the energies that are not serving you. So then we came down here and we had Sirian Starseed, Emotional Cleansing, the Light of Sirius. So these energies for me very much are synchronistically aligned, and they've been coming through a lot. And when I got this one, I had seen that one, but that one didn't come out until after. But again, they all connect. They're all the same type of frequencies and energies. They all kind of reside within the same place when I connect energetically. So allow yourself to cleanse on an emotional level. Allow yourself to release any of the old doubts, the old fears, old blocks, old beliefs that are keeping you from moving forward. And allow the light of Sirius to come in and anchor down some of that joy, some of that healing. Use the tools that are available to you to do this. So you can use a guided meditation. You can use your own sound tools if you have any at home, or just listen to some high vibrational music that's going to help you to raise out of any vibrations that are not serving you, and also maintain healthy boundaries with yourself and others, so that you don't keep repeating cycles or keep repeating things or keep attracting in people that are mirroring things to you. And also remember to flip your perspective around from time to time, so that you're not getting hung up or lost within beliefs that are too logical or too much in a way of limiting. They're just limiting you. You might keep attracting the same outcome because you keep believing the same things. So it's time to embrace a new beginning. It's time to pay attention to the signs. It's time to use the elements that are available to us at this time. I keep getting a lot of that type of energy, where it's we want to use the elements that are around us, the fire, the air, the water, the earth, the ethers, to help us to transmute and to change and to ascend through all of the things that are happening. And then we had the Avian Starseed card, which is about light codes of the 12th dimension, bringing in a new perspective. And the Hangman is literally about a new perspective. Look at him. Usually we're upright, right? We're standing around and we're doing this thing and we're thinking that stuff. But when we allow ourselves to go within and hang upside down and look at things from a different perspective, we can change our reality. We can have a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of feeling, because what we think is what we feel. Most of the time we start to do that, and what we feel is what we attract. So being aware of your emotional body, being aware of your emotions inside, is going to help you to shift what's going on outside of you. But there is 12th dimensional energies, I feel, at this time that are very powerful, assisting us. Make sure you're opening the vortex. Make sure you're doing different things. I recorded the Reiki 2 last night and was talking about the different symbols in there, like the chokre, which amplifies the power. And the Seiheki, which is for emotional and spiritual healing and allowing those energies to be healed on a deeper level. And then the Hansho Seisho Nen is for doing it at a distance. But we can infuse those symbols into our home. We can put it into the corners of our room. We can put it on our crystals. We can put it on our pets. We can put it on our car. We can put it on a plane even. Like if you know you went through some trauma that might be repeating in patterns over and over and over in your life, go back to that moment energetically. Open the vortex around that situation and invoke the emotional healing and clearing that needs to happen for those events so that you don't keep repeating those cycles in this lifetime. Like go face it, clear it, cleanse it, protect it. Don't hold on to the guilt of it. Don't hold on to the beliefs of it. Don't hold on to the things from it that are no longer serving us so that we don't keep repeating those old things. So allow yourself to receive good things and to be happy. So then we had Argatha and Earth, and it was interesting because Argatha came out and then I was splitting the deck and I got other cards and then I got the Earth card, which they do go together in the deck because I see Argatha and Earth as feminine and masculine. The Earth is the feminine and the Argatha is the masculine. Argatha is the inner Earth and Gaia is like the outer Earth. And I feel like these two energies balance each other. So the inner Earth is like the masculine, is where we need to connect to get grounded. It was 11:11 on the clock. And then Gaia also needs you to ground your light into her energy. So when we open that vortex, we go through this. I always say, I'm bringing that energy down through the center of the vortex into the earth, and we go through all the layers of the earth down into the heart of Mother Earth, which is in the inner earth. So we are combining those two energies, but I also bring the vortex all the way up into the light of source, where all the information is known and stored, where everything is out there, all those frequencies are available. Anything that's possibly aligned that we need, we can bring through the vortex into our energetic field, into our emotions, into our body, and into our spirit. So I feel like it is important right now to be remaining balanced between the inner and the outer, like with the inner and the outer earth, but also with the inner and outer self, and between the logical and emotional self, the feminine and the masculine aspects, the two aspects that's just existent in all things. Like I think I was talking to Rick the other night when we were in the live for the $22 tier, and we were talking about all the dualities that are present on the planet and how it's just in everything. There's great things, but there's always things that are not so great within that. It's just how it is. Even very simplistic things. It's we know the concepts, we understand it, but sometimes it's just we don't really want to do it because it feels like it's the negative aspect of something. But in order to get the positives, we got to face the negatives, and even trying to avoid negatives is a negative. It's a double negative because it's we need these to get to the positive. We need to know one to know the other. We need to recognize them so that we can transmute them and transcend them. You can find it on the external. If you are only working physically in the world but not emotionally, you're going to be stunted, and vice versa. If you're only working emotionally but not physically, you're going to be stunted. We need to bring those two worlds together to get the things that are going to come together in both sides and not bypass things and not try to just run away from things. We need to become the empress or the emperor depending on who you are. And if there's things out there that you feel like other people have been influencing your energy or attacking you energetically, again, keep cutting those cords, and don't feel guilty about I let this person in my life and they hurt me, or I let this person and they did XYZ. There's probably a reason for that, but we can release it, we can heal it, we don't have to keep doing it. And just because they showed up doesn't mean that they get to stick around forever, and we can love people unconditionally, and sometimes that means loving them at a distance. Sometimes that means not entertaining these types of people, okay? Or if somebody else is involved in a situation, say you really care about somebody and there's another person involved that's causing issues, that's not for you to deal with, and that's not for you to internalize. That's not anything that you've done wrong. That's just a situation that is happening for a reason, and it's calling you to look at under the surface to figure out what is going on here. Why would I even attract this situation into my life? Do I maybe not feel valuable enough or worthy enough to have somebody that's not already taken, or to have somebody that has all these complications around them? Did I grow up in a circumstance where I saw a lot of that, or has society programmed me in some way to make me feel like that's just kind of how things happen? And again, just look for the deeper layers. Go within and try to figure out what is going on here. Why do look, the freaking hangman. Like I said, go within and look. Trust your intuition. Use your psychic ability to dictate and determine what the hell is happening. Why am I attracting these things that don't serve me? And use that third eye to help you to change and get a strategy to rise above and have that new ability to focus and transition to your higher self, into the best version of yourself. Use your mind and your intuition to help you with your emotions and to help you with the perspectives that you need to see without giving yourself any lip service or miscommunicating about it. Just own up to whatever's going on so that you can really change the outcomes around you. And again, that's when you're going to start seeing that serendipity. That's when you're going to start seeing the synchronicity. You're going to start getting that guidance, and your confidence is going to rise. You're going to be getting more reliable, getting things done. Just stay stubborn and knowing, like, I control my emotions, and I control my actions, and I control my reactions. And like, what other people do is up to them to do, but what I do is up to me, and that's the only thing that I can really dictate.